Can you tell me which leader has done better than me?
Saya, Mahathir bin Mohamad, setelah dilantik memegang jawatan Perdana Menteri, dengan sesungguhnya bersumpah bahawa saya akan dengan jujur menunaikan kewajipan-kewajipan jawatan itu dengan segala daya upaya saya.
Nobody expected us to win, and they said that this coalition is fragile, that it will break up very quickly. But that has not happened. We have stayed together, we have worked together, and we are very united, and we have one single objective: to bring back the Malaysia that we knew before. For me, that is an achievement. That they accepted me as their leader is also an achievement. The country, I think, still feels quite happy with the change of government. Change of government is something they want, and there is a change. And to a certain extent, we have achieved the objective. The first objective that we have achieved is to avoid corruption. Today, people don't complain so much about corruption. The corruption that is being investigated or the corruption that occurred during the time of the previous government. Now we don't have people complaining that they have difficulties doing anything because of the demand to be paid some payment, extra payment and all that. And people are getting their approvals much more quickly than before. That to us is also an achievement. A lot of other things that we have done, like we have dealt with the money borrowed on the ECRL. We have saved more than 21 billion ringgit. This has not been achieved by anybody else. We have also resolved the problem of Bandar Malaysia. So all these are achievements made by the government. Of course, we don't go around shouting about it all the time, but there are achievements nevertheless. They are able to do. Yeah. Well, we promised to abolish the toll, but we now realize. Before, when we decided to abolish, we didn't understand the cost. But now we realize that to abolish the toll means the government has to buy all the highways. And that costs a lot of money. Plus alone, the government has to pay $30 billion before the government can say no tolls will be corrected. So the question is, do we use $30 billion for that, or do we use $30 billion if we have for other much more important purpose? There are other promises which we find it difficult to do. We will have to study how we can implement the death penalty, for example. And quite a number of things are now opposed by a lot of people because they feel that it is detrimental to their interests. Of course, there are complaints, there are criticism. This criticism comes from the very people who before created all the problems. We have made a lot of promises. We cannot deliver overnight all these promises. There are obstacles in the way. They are not easy to resolve. So it will take time, but we will try and deliver as much as possible considering the circumstances.